Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Build and Chill. Today we have a very special guest, Monako Davis, everybody.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I feel like we know a little bit more about each other than most guests.
A little bit. Some might know that we are booze.
We are.
We are forever booze.
We are, which is a term you can use with your forever boo. So today we are going to be building and chilling.
Yes.
So a lot of this Lego stuff started together. I love Legos, and she allowed me to invest some fun money into Legos, and I've been building this little collection, and I feel bad making her do all this Lego stuff with me. She does my decals, and so we turn it into a show so my other friends can build and chill with me. So we connect this to my project called the TVC, which is very collaborative, and Mo actually collaborates with a lot of us. Started as a solo project, and it still is, but I feature singers and I work with a ton of songwriters. Just like any pop group or DJ or producer, there's a lot of hard work from lots of different people that goes into pop music. And so Mo helps produce a lot of that. She helps write a lot of it. She sings background vocals. She's been featured on a TVC song a long time ago, and she runs this studio, Sunroom Studios. Keeps everyone on track. So tell us, what is the record of the day, Mo?
My record of the day is Led Zeppelin 3. Have a lot of good memories with my forever boo driving up the coast. A lot of road trips with this album. Also, Led Zeppelin helps me fall asleep sometimes. I just think they're perfect and the kings of everything. And also, Jimmy Page happens to be my hair twin.
Yes. So a couple of things that I want to say about that. As we're talking, Mo is going to be building from the Lego Classics. These are those Lego bricks that you can buy at Target, one of our favorite places to shop. It comes with instructions, but mostly it's free building. But she's gonna do a Lego build with this. So we have Led Zeppelin 3 you brought up, and I wanted to talk about one thing. You said fall asleep, and for someone like me who's obsessed with Led Zeppelin, I used to have like Led Zeppelin later days, Led Zeppelin early days, which is like their greatest hits compilation that came out probably like 15 years ago. And then it came to Spotify, and we were listening to those masters, and then they remastered Led Zeppelin, and she used to fall asleep when we were younger listening to Led Zeppelin. And then the remasters were so epic, so three-dimensional that she's like, I can't fall asleep to this anymore. Do you remember saying that?
No, but that's funny.
Yeah, and I was like, dang, that's rock and roll. You cannot fall asleep. And I think this is a remaster, or it's at least a reissue. I collect everything Led Zeppelin I can find for in Europe or anywhere. Even if I have it on vinyl, I buy it again because I'm like, you never know when one of these will go bad. But this is the newer one, and the artwork on this is insane. So you're the first guest to bring up Led Zeppelin, so it's going to be hard.
I'm surprised.
It's going to be hard to get me to stop talking about Led Zeppelin. Like, look at this artwork.
How about that artwork, though?
Oh!
Whoops. Is
How
she
are
all
we,
right?
Alex?
She okay?
She's mint. This is a reissue, so it's not that bad. So, speaking of how coveted and sacred Led Zeppelin is, this is why we can't have nice things, as Mo would say.
This is why. If anyone was wondering.
And this is why, going back to what we were saying, you buy Led Zeppelin every time you see Led Zeppelin.
Multiple Led Zeppelin.
The artwork on this, so good. The design's so good. This record, I'm going to tell Mo some of the songs on here, and you tell me which ones stand out to you.
Okay.
Immigrant Song.
Great song.
Friends, Celebration Day. We don't really like...
Great song.
We're not really song title people, especially this one. Out on the Towels, Gallows Pole, Tangerine, That's the Way.
Great song.
Bronze Your Stop.
Great song.
So good. But if we played any of them, she would know them all.
Yeah.
One of our other favorite songs is Going to California.
Love that song.
Super
That's
good.
a very special song.
Super good. So we are going to do our next segment, which is Move That Box! We're going to show you guys a very special Lego each episode. The guest gets to choose based off of Legos that I've already built that we've purchased. And this one is, show us, Mo. This is an Aquaman Submarine. You want to grab the box?
Oh, it's a submarine.
And we'll talk about it. Everything Aquaman, I would imagine happens underwater. We haven't seen the movie yet, but we will be seeing it soon. Just like the Batman submarine, I bought this because I was like, I love vehicles. I love spaceships. Anything that's a vehicle, I'm the guy that's still the kid that paces the aisles when I'm going to buy a Lego to find the perfect one.
A very long time it takes to pick this. A very long time.
Because you never know if it's going to be your last Lego or not.
But do we? Or are we going to go to Target the next day and pick out some more Legos?
We have quite the Lego collection. So yeah, I lost my Legos. They were perhaps given away by a family member to another friend in need. So I'm glad that some other young child has my Legos.
So we are starting from scratch.
We're starting from scratch. And in a way, it's a good way because I don't think we would have had the show if I didn't have to rebuild.
This is true.
So Aquaman, great hair, Jason Momoa. I was really excited because I love the figures, like the guys. And I was like, dude, I could picture this guy in one of the race car Legos that we have with his long hair, his beard. Very inspirational for me. I get a lot of ideas from Legos.
Right. And I picked this one because if I were trying to rule the world, I would want to be flying around in this. Look at that.
And I'd imagine by just the way this is designed that if you're imagining ruling the world, it's going to be a little bit of a darker reign.
You just need to give off, you just need respect from the people. If
I
you're
would
trying
respect
to
you if
rule
you
the entire world. There's going to be some uproar.
And when you say rule, I'm also not imagining a democracy.
See, you can't just judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
You know, there's kindness in here.
It's just
it's on the inside, and that's what counts.
I see that. I definitely see that. I mean, it's a stunning
it's a beautiful
vehicle.
Piece. I know.
It's a stunning vehicle.
And I would just be a charging princess in that.
Yeah, okay.
Fear me.
I would. This looks like a powerful vehicle. I'd be glad to be on your Khaleesi board of directors. Okay, so let's talk about the TVC and let's talk about some music.
Let's do it.
You have been singing most of your life, right? And we have a project that I help you with called Monako Davis.
Yes.
And you have begun producing and helping me out with lots of different projects and running the studio. And Mo has a lot of great sayings. You know, can you give us some of your managerial, some of your producer, creative, visionary quotes that we all here try to follow by your lead?
Sure. The one that comes to mind right now is consistency. That one pretty much speaks for itself. Another one.
What if it didn't? What is so important about consistency?
The consistency of it. So making sure that you do what you're gonna say. I mean, what is it?
Consistency.
Exactly. I mean, how do you explain it without just without
doing it?
Doing it.
The phrase does say
every single time.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of ways to approach that one because some people will say the makings of someone insane is someone who does the same thing without a different result.
That's not what that means.
But it's not what it means, right? What does it mean?
It means being consistent, but also learning from your process too. So being able to maneuver and grow and learn. So you're not stuck in your ways, but you are being consistent with doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Totally.
Another one is prep work is so important, and I can't stress that enough. Prep work is so important. If you're gonna do something, you gotta do your research, you gotta practice, you gotta do everything it takes to get to that moment and then have fun in that moment. But the prep work is what makes it fun.
Yes. And I think that for
successful.
What we do with the TVC, what we do with Monako Davis, with all our projects is try to bring a little bit of organization to the process, right?
Yeah, I just think it takes away a lot of variables and it just makes the whole process safer for everyone. They don't have to worry oh shoot, is it going to be a certain way? Then you can just be free for the creative process if all the variables are taken care of. I'm making a T-Rex here and he's pretty cute so far.
So going back to music, who are some of your favorite musicians?
Some of my favorite musicians are The Cure is a huge influence of mine. I love old stuff and also new stuff. Bon Iver is also one of my faves. I like how diverse he is with his older stuff being so chill and creative, and then I also like his newer stuff where even he's working with Kanye and it's got that electronic sound. Love his diversity. Who else I'm into right now? Well, we're gonna go see the Strokes in May, so that's
gonna be exciting. I didn't think the Strokes were gonna do much more touring, and so I bought the tickets as soon as I saw them. I was like, I don't care, we'll go to New York, and they're gonna be in LA very soon, but we will get to see them.
But we're gonna go see them in New York.
In New York, and they are a New York band, so that's gonna be stoked. I'm gonna be stoked for that. So I think you've just finished your creation. What is it? What's his name? What's his story?
Oh, well, he is called Harry.
Okay.
Because if you guys didn't know, T-Rexes supposedly were covered in feathers when they were still walking the earth.
I did not know that.
So we're naming him Harry. And
Okay.
he's got a hat, which is called a fez hat, which I learned this morning, in honor of those little old men who ride motorcycles in parades.
I'm going to just say yes to all of that, not knowing what any of that means. And I think that is our time. Mo usually produces the show, so we've been kind of freeballing it, as we say, me and Mo. So thank you guys for watching, and check out Monako Davis on Instagram and website, all that stuff. And she has a fun Instagram presence if you like to cook and learn how to cook. She's insane. So check that out on the stories, and check out our social media moment on the TVC for you guys to engage with the TVC. You might hear it on commercials. You might be a fan of the music bed. You might find it on a TV show, whatever. So you don't really see a lot of activity. Come to the page. This is where this will be, and you can potentially win something like this. We're not going to promise anything yet because we don't know what we have to offer, but it'll be on the social media. So what do they do?
So you tag your friend, and then you say, "Let's build and chill" in the comment. And then you're eligible to win one of these fancy things. Not necessarily this one, but a Lego. So
And if there's a preference, tell us.
let us know.
You know,
We'll probably
we're
be
all
at
about
Target.
that engagement, you know? We want to know everything about you. So we are going to see you guys next time on Build and Chill.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.